Hi guys, as part of my week 6 message, I wanted to show you a few apps that I really do like. The first one is Google Earth, and this is just a phenomenal app for students to explore geography, where they live, when you're talking about mountains and you're talking about oceans and science, the continental shelf, etc., etc. When you first open it up, it goes to where you live and wherever your settings are. But with a two-finger pinch, you can't see this, you can zoom in or you can zoom out as well. With one finger, you can just move all over, and I love seeing the detail here of the ocean because we don't get to see that obviously. But with these satellite views, you do, and so it's really cool to be able to talk to kids about what's underneath what we don't see, and then they can just explore some geography and mountains and plains, etc. On their own. Um, anyway, this is a great app. I've even just sat with my 81-year-old mom and she thought it was great. So this is a good one. The next app that I want to show you is Class Dojo. It is a classroom management app. It is a pretty fun one. The kids like it. You're managing behaviors with it in kind of a fun way and using technology. Um, I have set up several classes here. I'll use the demo class for this purpose. I'm going to go into demo class. As you can see, you can just start the class. You can send a message to parents. They've added some new functionality. You can see reports for student. The edit bubbles is when you want to put everyone back at 0 points, and I'll show you what that means. You can even take attendance with it. So we're going to go to start class. And as you can see, I have a demonstration class here. And here I have some students. Some of them have points already. So in order for me to assign points, I just click on the little person. So there's Matthew. Matthew was on task today, so I'm going to give him some points. And I'll show you what it looks like on the web version, because some of you may want to just, I've seen teachers just keep this projected as an open browser on their Pro board. And so then, you just click away and say, Hugh, nice job. You were being on task today. Johnny, good job. You were working hard. You can even, I'm going to go back to the iPad. It's nice when things work the same on the iPad and on the web. You can even click on select all if you want to reward all of your students because they were all participating, doing their group work, and their discussions were great. So then in this case, you want to give them all participation points. I believe now you can even take pictures and send those to parents if they're doing something good. I also like the random feature because, we all talk about choosing kids randomly, no more hands up in the air. So if you click on random, you'll see it'll highlight a student. And there's Johnny Depp. We're going to call on him. I click on random again. It's Hugh Jackman, and that's how I can call on students. You can actually edit all of this. If you wanted to have a button for, asked a great question today, we try to stay in the positive, but you can have negative things in here too. So another super app that you should definitely consider using if you want to add something to your classroom management, if you want to add technology. And then it's kind of nice to see at the end of the day when you look at those reports what's going on in your classroom. Finally, the last one that I want to show you is called Dragon Dictation, right here, the green one. So Dragon Dictation is a speech-to-text tool, and I was playing around with it here with tigers. So I'll show you very briefly what I mean. If I click on the ad, you tap to dictate, so your students can use this. It is really easy, and you just talk to it. Tell me the difference between tigers and bobcats in North America. Okay, and you can see it does a pretty good job. You might have to do some editing and add grammar, but once you do this part, then you click on this share button and you have a few things that your students can do. If they copy it, then they can go put it into a different app. So for instance, I might start a Google document. And so here I am. I'm going to start a Google Doc. I'm going to call it, I don't know, I'm going to call it report. I'm doing some kind of report. And then I'm going to paste what I just selected. So for students who cannot read, they can use this. Students can also just dictate into that app because it is that easy to use. So some students may want to check their spelling, or maybe they just want to talk into it. So it's just a fun app with a lot of functionality that you can just have your students play with it. And then as you use it, as they get comfortable with it, you'll find other uses that are more academic. But like a lot of these, you just want to have them, let the kids get used to them, and then see what other applications there are.